What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another trade recap. What a crazy day. Today is August 12th. Currently out of town. This way I can see a little different background, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Don't mind that. But this was my trading day. I'll show y'all my executions. And with that, I'll kind of show y'all what I was thinking coming into the day and why I took the trades I took. So coming into the day, actually I'll just show y'all my notion. So coming into the day, we had still all of these relative equal highs. We've actually put in more since then, so now we have these highs that I had marked out from last week. But this down here, I'm gonna go ahead and get into those. So coming into the day, I'll just go back to 9:30. We had these data wicks, and I mean, these were some pretty prominent wicks. So I was like, okay, we'll probably eventually go get those. What do? Off open, this is London high that I have marked out here. So we went and got London high on NQ, didn't get it on ES, put it in the SMT, right? Then we get a strong V shape out of that SMT down. So from this point, I'm like, okay, I'm looking for shorts down to this data wick. I mean, we completely engulfed this whole manipulation lab, and pretty much this whole entire range didn't do it as well on NQ. So at this point, I'm like, I'm messing with ES more. But since NQ was, my favorite asset to trade, I was still kind of favored that way. So I will fast forward some. I think this is when my first trade came about, right up in here. So we tapped this. We had this unmitigated 1 minute right here that we came and tapped. And we came down, got the change in the state. Came down and got the change in the state right here. Okay, boom, I enter. And immediately get chopped out, right? So I'm like, okay. So then this is when I switch over to ES. I'm like, So I mark out my OTE of this little range right here from this high to this low. And I say, okay, we tap this 0.5 perfectly. So then at this point, I'm like, if I get, a strong V shape out of this, I'll take a short, kind of out of this gap, and I got exactly that. So we come down, we didn't get the clean close right here, so we got the close right here. This is where I entered. I'll go ahead and exit replay mode and kind of walk y'all through. So yeah, I'll turn on my executions as well so y'all can see. There we go. All right. So yeah, like I said, I got in right here, got stopped out immediately. Cool. Got back in right here, right? On this candle, we got the close below. I was like, all right, I'll take it. We come down. We get fairly close to my take profit, and could have taken off here. That would have been a little bit over a 1-to-1. But I was like, nah, I've been kind of cutting myself short recently. Mind you, I'm already down on the day after I took this loss on NQ. But I'm like, I'm gonna just wait it out and see. There was multiple times. Actually, I did move my stop down to here. Once I saw us chopping up, I was like, that's too early. So I left my stop where it was. And I mean, I got in this trade at 9:53. I didn't exit this trade until 10:31, so close to 40 minutes. But as y'all can see, I literally watched us gear up to win this trade, almost to the point where we got one tick away, literally one tick away from my stop loss. So I don't know. I guess you guys have to trust yourself. Don't sell yourself short. That's how we put in 3 equal lows, as well as we put in LR. I can't remember. I think I pyramided right here because we got this quick V shape right here. Same idea here. We came down. We got, like I said, tapped into this gap right here. Then we put in a 1 minute inversion, as well as a change in the stack. I guess you would call that an order block as well. Once I saw us put that in with this LR down to the downside and the data wick still prominent, as well as the SMT was still holding on MQ, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pyramid. I added on some cons, and at this point, I did have a take profit here, but I was like, I'm gonna just take all off at this low and secure the 1 to 1.84. So after about 40 minutes of waiting, Trump tweeted, and this is why it's important to always have your news factory up. So these were the two news points that gave me these draws on liquidity to begin with. And then this tweet right here, literally I watched this happen in like the span of 3 seconds. Kicked me out of my trade. Since then, I mean, my stop loss has still been holding, and we kind of edged my take profit again, and we're just chopping. So would I call this a good day? No, price action was terrible. Would I call it a good day for my trading? Yes, most definitely. Learned a lot. This definitely gave me confidence in myself that, trusting in yourself and stuff can really turn out to be good. And also, like, waiting, patience really is a virtue. I was patient in this trade, ended up hitting. Not only did I make back my losses, but I also finished the day up in profit. So, yeah, great trading day in that aspect. And I would kind of just get into my notion. So yeah, I was actually expecting to see higher, but if you look right here, I said the only thing is we have a data wick from CPI that might need to get swept before seeing any higher, and I will be reactively trading with the trend. So, and I had that lows as my first draw on liquidity, even though I was bullish. So once I saw us put in that SMT, I said, okay, we probably want to go get it. Stack confluences, be patient, trust your stop loss. My 3 lessons from the day, and yeah. So that's the trade recap for today. Hope y'all was able to learn something. Like I said, these were my confluences on the right trade. So OTE 0.5 tap, SMT with ES not sweeping London high. We got a clean inversion. Also ended up getting the change in the state. Came back and tapped into some more gaps. Tapped this. I guess you can call this like the first presented fair value gap of this leg, which got respected. And then same idea right here, fair value inversion, fair value gap with the change in the state. As long as you have your draws on liquidity, then you're good. Also, LR. I watched this trade literally get engineered to win. So yeah. And also don't be married. Don't be married to a bias. I said bullish, but obviously I had bearish draws that I want to see get taken. Also, don't marry an index. NQ is obviously moving very bad. NQ still hasn't gotten even close to this data weight once we put in this SMT. So don't marry a bias. Don't marry an index. If one's moving cleaner, take it. Not saying this is clean, but it was cleaner. So yeah, happy with this trade for the day. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. We have PPI tomorrow, so hopefully does better. But if not, I probably just won't trade, because this is one thing I failed to mention. If you look overnight, we did pump from pretty much yesterday at 2:30. We opened up Asia session like right up in here. We chopped for a little bit and just literally pumped up till we had news. So that's another thing. Be cognizant of the higher time frame. But yeah, that's enough yapping for the day. Like I said, hope y'all was able to learn something. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.